hello to Class S at St. Boniface. It's wonderful to see you, Class S. Merry Christmas. And also, lovely to see your grown-ups, Miss O'Donnell and Mrs. Panasoviets. It's wonderful to see you all. Very Merry Christmas to you. Now, your grown-ups, Class S, have been telling me all about the marvellous work you've been doing this term. I hear you've been working ever so hard learning about the Tudors. Oh, that was a wonderful time to be delivering Christmas presents in the Tudor times. Oh, it was, if you could avoid having your head chopped off, of course. That was always a little bit tricky. But I still remember Henry VIII as I fly over the Tower of London when I'm delivering presents into London. It was a wonderful time, the Tudor times. Oh, yes, I also hear. Now, this is something I'll have to get Chief Elf to find out about. I hear you've been watching Paradise Street in your RE lessons. Now, I think this sounds fascinating. I might have to ask Chief Elf to find it on Elfflix, so I can watch that myself when I finished all my work on Christmas Day. I may come home and watch Paradise Street to relax. I think that sounds like a marvellous idea. Now, Chief Elf, talking of Chief Elf has asked me to ask you a favour, or a question rather. Have you written me your Christmas lists? Have Class S, I'm asking them, Chief Elf, I'm asking them. If you've sent them, brilliant, marvellous, well done. If you haven't, do not worry. There's still plenty of time to get them to me, so we've got time to make and pack all the presents that it sounds like you so deserve. Because listening to all the work you've been doing, it sounds like you're most certainly on the good list this year, and not a one of you will be on the you-know-what list. We don't like to say that word here, the you-know-what list. Now, while we're working hard here at the North Pole, we like to keep ourselves entertained by trying to think of the funniest, silliest Christmas joke possible. And we have this year's winner. Would you like to hear it? Here goes. How do snowmen get around? They ride an icicle. An icicle.
What a wonderful message from Santa. Now, would you like a story?
The Snow Queen by Xavier Perotta and Lucy Fleming. Once upon a time, a long, long time ago, an evil Snow Queen owned a horrible mirror. Everything reflected in it, no matter how beautiful, looked hideous. But one day, the mirror broke and shattered into 1,000,000 fragments, and the wind scattered the fragments to all the corners of the world. A tiny sliver of glass fell into a window box full of beautiful roses. It lay there hidden until one summer, ouch, said Kay, who was watering the roses with his best friend Gerda. Oh, there's something in my eye. The glass, it instantly froze Kay's heart. Everything he saw now looked nasty and horrible. In a rage, he tore the roses to shreds. Gerda, who loved all living things, well, she was heartbroken. Winter came, and Kay was still angry with the world. One day, while he was out riding his sledge, he saw a sleigh. Oh, he was tired, so he decided to hitch his sledge to it. He didn't know that it was the Snow Queen's sleigh. Sit beside me, she said, smiling her cool smile. And with that, Kay was under her spell. The Snow Queen's sleigh swooped up high into the sky, carrying Kay far, far from home. Spring was approaching, and Kay had still not returned. Gerda set out to find him. He was kidnapped by the Snow Queen, chirped Gerda's friend the river bird. I shall find a boat and sail to the Snow Queen's palace, said Gerda. Soon, Gerda came to a summer island where a witch lived. Why don't you stay, said the witch, offering Gerda a cherry. One bite of the ripe fruit and Gerda forgot all about Kay. But later, she woke up from the spell and remembered. She returned to her boat and set off again to find Kay. Away she sailed, up rivers and far across seas, getting colder, and colder, until the boat got stuck in the ice. How shall I get to the Snow Queen's palace now? Exclaimed Gerda loudly. Oh, you can borrow Bay, my reindeer, said a girl who was fishing nearby. Bay carried Gerda to the Snow Queen's palace. The Snow Queen was away, but she had left Kay behind. I've come to take you home, cried Gerda. Kay looked puzzled. He didn't recognize Gerda. Saddened, Gerda kissed him, and her tears warmed Kay's heart. The sliver of mirror fell from his eye. Gerda, is that exclaimed. Where are we? Gerda's tears turned to joy at Kay's words. We are in great danger, she said. Let's go home before the Snow Queen returns. Spring had arrived by the time the reindeer brought Kay and Gerda home. New roses bloomed in the window box. Kay thought they were the most precious things in the world.
What a great story, Santa. Have you got anything else? Something funny, maybe?
And now I'd like to read you one of my favourite poems, Snowball. I made myself a snowball, as perfect as could be. I thought I'd keep it as a pet and let it sleep with me. I made it some pajamas and a pillow for its head. Then last night it ran away, but first it wet the bed.
Santa, that was brilliant. That's one of my favourites. Did you enjoy that?
Well, Class S, it's been wonderful to speak to you today. We are working very hard here in December, and of course it's our favourite time of the year, when we get to deliver all the presents to the good little boys and girls all over the world. Now, Christmas is our special day, but I hear there are some people in your class that also have their special day in December. I hear that Sienna will be 10 in December and Sahana will be 11. Well, happy birthday, Sienna and Sahana. Hope you have the most wonderful birthdays in December from all of us here at the North Pole. Happy birthday. Now, one little favour before I go and get on with all of my work. Will you do me one big favour, Class S? Will you promise me to go to bed nice and early on Christmas Eve? Well, after you've left maybe some sweet things or mince pies for some gentleman who's working very, very hard on Christmas Eve all night, and maybe a carrot for my lovely reindeers. But then will you go to bed nice and early? Close your eyes nice and tight and get all snuggly and warm so I can deliver all those presents that you so deserve because of all the hard work you've been doing this year. Well done, Class S. Well done indeed, and very, very Merry Christmas. Ho, ho, ho!